I was surrounded, with my back pushed into a corner. As I mowed down civilian after civilian, my soul fell ever deeper into panic and despair. What had started out as a simple job had soon turned into a massacre. But to understand how we got here, we need to go back to the beginning. You see, I was an employee for Xenofresh, a company that produced a highly addicting drug called Aurora. My job was to assemble the chemical compounds and then craft the drug, inserting it into the chamber that would be taken to the Astral Lounge and sold. There were certain things at my job that were best left ignored, and whether this substance was chemical waste or the remains of a person, it wasn't my job to care. You see, I was undercover for a local drug dealer and was sent here to speak to a contact on the inside on how to smuggle Aurora outside the factory. The contact and I reached an understanding and came up with a plan to smuggle Aurora out of the building and to my drug dealer. When I ran back to my boss, I was surprised to find the shop filled with neon security. We had been found out by Benjamin Bayou, the owner of the Astral Lounge. Bayou controlled all selling of Aurora and its distribution, so he was upset to discover that we were selling drinks with Aurora integrated inside. We came to an agreement that he would allow us to continue to sell our Aurora drink so long as we gave him a percentage of the profits we made. The next day, I went back to Xenofresh and worked my usual shift, then met up with my inside contact, and she told me the location of the smuggled Aurora, and I proceeded to pick it up and give it to my boss. Now that I had fallen into a life of crime, I decided to join a gang called the Strikers, and after meeting the leader, I was tasked with clearing out a warehouse of a rival gang, which was no problem for me at all. After proving my loyalty, I was accepted into the gang and was given some cool drip as a reward. My next job was to throw up digital graffiti of our gang, but I was caught by a neon security guard, and after failing to persuade the guard to let it slide, I was forced to kill him and some of his friends who saw me do the crime. I now had a bounty on my head and was caught by more security guards whilst attempting to reach my gang's headquarters. There were many guards around, and I was forced to take them all down. This, however, caused widespread panic throughout the city, causing more guards to attack me, along with armed civilians. After respawning, I was confronted again by security and decided to go quietly and serve my time. And after spending only a week in prison for massacring an entire city, I left the prison a free man. Moral of this story is to stay away from joining any gangs and stick to selling drugs instead. Thank you guys for watching, and please don't actually go out and sell drugs. But for now, make sure to subscribe, as it really does help out the channel, and I'll see you all next time.